Well, friends, today we are going to start with your maths lesson number 1. Before starting with our lesson number 1, you have to remember certain points. You know what are natural numbers. Natural number starts from 1, 2, 3, 4, and going on. Whole number starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, and going on. So today, then integers. Integers means negative and positive number as well. Minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, going on like that. So integers, positive and negative numbers are included in integers. So in standard 8, we are going to study about rational numbers. What are rational numbers? The numbers which can be written in the form of p upon q is called as rational number, where q not equal to 0. That means denominator should not be 0. It should be at least 1 or any other number, but should not be 0. I have given you some examples: 6 upon 9, 5 upon 7, 0, minus 2, 4. Okay. So we can write 4 upon 1, minus 2 upon 1. So they are rational numbers. First of all, we are going to study some of the properties. Okay. That is closure property, commutative property, associative property, and distributive property. We are going to study all these properties: associative property, closure property, commutative property, and distributive property in terms of whole numbers, integers, and rational numbers. So let us see whether closure property is there, okay, is closed for addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division or not. So first we are going to study closure property. Now before starting that, what is closure property? As I have given you some example, 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. Answer is given to you. 3 multiplied by 2 is equal to 6. Answer will be there. So it is called as closure property. Commutative property means 3 plus 2 or 2 plus 3. You add 2 into 3 or you add 3 into 2, the answer will be the same. So that is called as commutative property. Associative property is nothing. There are 3 numbers. That means you add any 2 number and then add the third number. The answer will be same. So you can go with 3 plus 2. 5 plus 5 is 10. Or you can go in this way. 3 plus 2 plus 5. 2 plus 5 means 7. 7 plus 3 is equal to 10. Both the side you are going to get 10. Distributive property, that is 3 multiplied by, in the bracket, 2 plus 5. That means you are going to multiply 3 by 2 and 3 by 5. That is 3 into 2 plus 3 into 5. The answer will be the same. So now let us see closure whole number. Closure property for whole number. Okay, closure property for whole number. So closure property will be there for addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Is it suitable for addition, subtraction? Let us see. 0 plus 5 is equal to 5 and 4 plus 7 is equal to 11. Okay, 4 plus 7 is equal to 11. So we are getting the answer. So it is closed for addition. So closure property is closed for addition. So it is true for addition. Subtraction, 5 minus 7 is minus 2. But minus 2 is not a whole number. So it is not closed for subtraction. So closure property is not good for subtraction. 0 multiplied by 3 is 0. That is a whole number. 3 multiplied by 7. 3 and 7 both are whole number. The product of whole number is 21. Again that is a whole number. So it is good for multiplication. Division, 5 upon 8. 5 upon 8 is an rational number. Okay. Or it is a fraction. It is not a whole number. So it is not good for division. So in short we can say closure property is good for addition and multiplication. It is not possible for subtraction and division. Now let us see closure property for integers. Integers, as I told you, there will be positive and negative numbers. Both are included in integers. So minus 6 plus 1 is equal to minus 1. That is an integer. 7 plus minus 5 will be minus 12. So that is also an integer. So it is close to addition. Closure property is close to addition for integers. Subtraction, 7 minus 5 is 2 and 5 minus 7 is minus 2. So again both are integers, 2 and minus 2 both are integers, so it is also close for subtraction. Multiplication, 5 into 8 is equal to 40. 5 minus 5 into 8 is equal to minus 40. 40 and minus 40 are both integers, so it is good for multiplication also. For division, 5 divided by 8, 5 upon 8. It is neither positive number nor negative number in the form of whole number, integers. It is a fraction, so it is not good for closure property. Division is not good for closure property in integers. So for integers it is good for closure property for addition, subtraction and multiplication. So closure property of integers is good for, or it is possible for addition, subtraction and multiplication, and it is not possible for division. Now we are going to see closure property of rational numbers. So let us see rational number that is in the form of P upon Q. So 6 upon 9 plus 2 upon 9 is 8 upon 9. So it is close for addition. 7 upon 9 minus 5 upon 9 is equal to 2 upon 9. So it is close for subtraction as well. Multiplication, 6 upon 4 into 1 upon 5. That is 6 1 is 6, 4 5 is 20. Bringing it to standard form or reduced form, I will get the answer 3 upon 10. So it is good for multiplication. For division, 5 upon 3 divided by 3 upon 1. As we know it very well, instead of division we are going to write multiplication, and we are going to write the reciprocal of 1 upon 3 upon 1, that is 1 upon 3. So 5 upon 9. So for division it is good. Okay, closure property of rational number is good for division also, but for a condition that C and D should not equal to 0, that is C and D should not be 0, then only it is possible. Okay, that is closure property for rational number for division is possible only if C and D are not zeros. Now community property. Community property, as I showed you, 3 plus 2, this one 3 plus 2 is equal to 2 plus 3. The answer will be same. So directly I have written community property is good for addition and multiplication, but it is not possible with my subtraction and division. Same way, community property of rational numbers. Again it is good for addition and multiplication, but it is not good for subtraction and division. So community property for subtraction and division is not possible. Same way, community property of rational number. Again, community property of rational number is possible for addition and multiplication. It is not possible for subtraction and division. Now, associative property. Associative property, as I shown you, 3 numbers. Any 2 numbers you add first and then you add the third number, or any 2 number you multiply and then multiply by the third number. The answer will be the same. 3 plus 2 plus 5 is equal to 3 plus 2 plus 5. That is associative property. So associative property of whole number, if you are talking about whole number, it is possible for addition and multiplication. It is not possible for subtraction and division. Same way, associative property for addition is possible and multiple is also possible, but it is not possible for subtraction and division. Try to remember this, okay, because with the help of this property we are going to solve our sums. Let us go for illustration number 1. Find 3 upon 7 plus minus 6 upon 11 plus minus 8 upon 21 plus 5 upon 22. So I have written the same question over here. 3 upon 7 plus minus 6 upon 11 plus minus 8 upon 21 plus 5 upon 22. So for these two signs I am going to make one sign. So 3 upon 7 plus of minus is minus, so I am going to write minus 6 upon 11. Plus of minus is minus, so 8 upon 21 and plus 5 upon 22. Now I am going to take the LCM of all the denominators. So LCM is 462. So I have to make the denominator 462. So you have to find out with which number you are going to multiply 7 so as to get 462. So it is 66. So I am multiplying denominator and numerator both by 66. Same way 11 42 is 462. So I am multiplying both numerator and denominator by 42. 21 into 22 is 462. So I am multiplying both numerator and denominator by 22. 22 into 21 is 462. So I am multiplying both numerator and denominator by 21. Multiplying both the number numerator by 3 and 66 by 7. I am going to get 198 upon 462 minus 11 into 42 462, 6 into 42 252. Same way 8 into 22 176 and 5 into 21 is 105. So 462 is common denominator, that is called as LCM. So it is 462, 198 minus 252 minus 176 plus 105 is equal to 462. I have taken both the positive numbers first. 198 plus 105 minus 252 minus 176. So 198 plus 105 is 303. Minus is plus. So 252 plus 176 is 428. So it is 303 minus 428. So plus or minus is minus. I am subtracting 303 for 428. I am going to get 125. Mota number ni sign mukai. So it is minus 125 upon 462. That is your answer. Second number 4 upon 5 multiply by 3 upon 7 multiply by 15 upon 16 multiply by 14 upon minus 14 upon 9. So I made two groups. I am just going to multiply first two numbers and last two numbers. That is 4 upon 5 minus 4 upon 5 multiply by 3 upon 7 multiply by 15 upon 16 multiply by 14 upon 9. Here I can't cut any number, so I just multiplied 4 3s are 12, 5 7s are 35. Here I can 3 5s are 15 and 3 3s are 9. 2 8s are 16 and 2 7s are 14. So my answer is 5 7s are 35 upon 24. That I have multiplied, or you can write direct 35 upon 24. Okay, no problem. So instead of this it is 35 upon 24, or you can multiply and then you can reduce it. But let it be first you are going to cut and find out the answer. So 12 upon 35 multiply by minus 35 upon 24. So 12 2s are is 24, 35 is cancelled. Minus 1 into minus 1 is 1 and 2 is left in the denominator. So our answer is 1 upon 2. Write the additive inverse. 7 minus 7 upon 19 is equal to 7 upon 19. Minus ka becomes plus, minus becomes plus and plus becomes minus for additive inverse. So 21 upon 112 plus becomes minus 21 upon 112. That is additive inverse. Now you have to verify that minus x is same as x for x is equal to 13 upon 17. So now the additive inverse of x is equal to 13 upon 17 is equal to x is equal to minus 13 upon 17. If I am adding both, that is 13 upon 17 and its additive inverse, the answer will be 0. So minus 13 upon 17 is equal to 13 upon 17. So minus x is equal to x. Same way, second sum. X is equal to minus 21 upon 31. So additive inverse of x is minus 21 upon 31. X minus 21 is x is equal to 21 upon 31. So adding both of them, minus 21 upon 31 plus 21 upon 31 is 0. For the same equation, 21 upon 31 plus 21 upon 31 is equal to 0. Shows that additive inverse of 21 upon 31 is minus 21 upon 31. That is minus x is equal to x. Question number 5. 2 upon 5 multiply by 3 upon 7 minus 1 upon 4 multiply by 3 upon 7 multiply by 3 upon 7. For this we are going to take distributive property. 3 upon 7 and 3 upon 7 is common over here. Okay, so I am doing 2 upon 5 multiply by 3 upon 7 plus minus 3 upon 7 plus 3 upon 5 minus 1 upon 14. So I have taken 3 upon 7 Okay, distributive property, multiply by this, it is same thing. Okay, so this is 3 upon 7 into 2 upon 5 plus 3 upon 5 minus 3 upon sorry, well, these two numbers. Okay, this is one number and this is another number. So out of these two numbers, minus 3 upon 7 is common. So uncommon number left is 2 upon 5 and 3 upon 5. આ બે નંબરમાં પ્લસની સાઇન છે. 2 upon 5 પ્લસ 3 upon 7 પ્લસ માઇનસ 3 upon 7 મલ્ટીપ્લાય બાય 3 upon 5. આ એક નંબર છે, આ એક નંબર છે. આ બેમાં કોમન શું છે? 3 upon 7. So 3 upon 7 comes as common. What is the number left? 2 upon 5 plus 3 upon 5. So 3 upon 7 is taken common. 2 upon 5 plus 3 upon. Same thing is done over here. 3 upon 7 from first number and 3 upon 7 from second number. So 3 upon 7 has gone as common. So what is the common uncommon number left? 2 upon 5 multiplied by plus it is okay. 3 upon 5. Okay. Not multiply this plus 3 upon 5. Okay. Fine. Okay. 3 upon 5 multiply minus 1 upon 14. So 2 upon 5. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 upon 5 is 1. Here 5 upon 5. 5 ones are 5. So it is 1. 3 upon 7 multiplied by 1 minus 1 upon 14. So it is 3 upon 7 multiplied by 1 is 3 upon 7 minus 1 upon 14. So 7 to the 14 LCM, taking LCM, 14 is the LCM. So multiplying 7 by 2 I am going to get 14. So I am going to multiply numerator by 2. So 3 to the 6 minus plus minus 7 upon 14. That is minus 1 upon 2. You have already done such kinds of sums in standard 6. If you are in any doubt or problem, please ring me. Thank you.